Greetings and salutations, fellow YouTube followers. Today, we have another great video for you. We will be diving into the top 4 business credit bureaus in the United States. But before we get into the video, help us by clicking on the like and subscribe button below. By performing this little trick, it will push out our videos to a larger group of aspiring entrepreneurs like yourself. Now, should you have a question, or if you just want to say hello, leave a comment or even an emoji below. Now, before anyone starts commenting below, we know that there are more than 4 business credit bureaus, but in order to keep this video somewhat short, we will only be going over the top 4 here in the United States. Number 1, by far, is going to be Dun & Bradstreet. Now, once again, before you start leaving those nasty comments, letting us know that D&B is now the 2nd largest credit bureau, remember what we said in the beginning. We will be going over the 4 top business credit bureaus in the United States. The 2nd largest credit bureau is going to be Experian. Now, this is not the Experian on your personal side, but they actually have a separate line dedicated to the business credit. Banks and some other lenders will typically use this score. Now, Experian uses over 800 different variables to determine the score, but we are only going to touch on a few key ones. Next up the bat in the number 3 spot is Equifax Business. Just like Experian, Equifax also offers a business credit report. Now, it's been our experience that a lot of lending institutions will use the Equifax Small Business Report when deciding to loan your company money. Now, the last bureau on today's video is going to be the Small Business Financial Exchange, or more commonly known as the SBFE. Now, unfortunately, there is no public credit report available, as you have to be a member to receive any data. So now let's start with Dun & Bradstreet. A D&B Paydex score range is between 1 and 100. Typically, a minimum score of 50 will start to get you funding, but ideally you will want to be around a score of 80 or above. Unlike personal credit, it isn't hard to get a great score. If you were simply to pay your bills on their due date, the highest rating you will receive is an 80. Now, as you can see, 100 requires you to pay all of your vendors 30 days early, and those vendors will also need to report that. The next part of your DUNS report that you want to focus on is the risk assessment of your company. It's great to have an 80 Paydex, but this section is equally as important. This section of your D&B report will tell future creditors what they should lend to you. The dollar amount that you spend with each vendor is equally as important as the number of trade lines you have. D&B will predict the credit limit companies should extend to you based off the total spend and the number of trade lines you have. So if you want high limits, find vendors that you actually spend money with. Now we're going to move on to your Experian Business Credit Report, but make sure you check back in the near future because we will be doing an entire video on your D&B report and we're going to simplify it for you. Your company's Experian Business Credit Report will also have its own unique 9-digit number called a BIN. Now, unlike D&B, Experian Business Credit Scores don't reward you for early payments. It considers whether your payments are made on time or not. Experian will also examine how your company has handled credit in the past, looking at things such as average credit utilization, how much your available credit you use, as well as the frequency of any derogatory marks towards your account, payment delinquencies, creditors, terms, liens, etc. It is by far a much more detailed report than the Paydex score. Now, your Equifax report is very unique in that they assign your company 3 different scores inside a single report. The first is their traditional credit score ranging from 1 to 992, which analyzes your company's credit history, credit utilization, past delinquency, length of credit history, and others. Secondly, the Equifax report contains a payment index range from 0 to 100. Now, this is a measurement of your payment history to past creditors. A score of 90 plus indicates that, on average, your company pays your bills on time. Finally, Equifax issues a business failure score. Now, this one ranges between 1,000 and 1,880, which assesses the risk of a company going under or dissolving. Now, in order to maintain a good score here, your company just needs to stay in business. The longer your company's in business, the better this score will become. Now, our final review is on the FICO Small Business Credit Score. Here, your scores can range from 0 to 300 and takes into account a huge amount of data, working in conjunction with companies like Equifax, Experian, and even CreditSafe. Also, FICO business credit scores allow lenders to look at the personal credit scores when assessing the credit worthiness of individuals who are running the business. The nice thing about this, lenders have the ability to choose how much weight is placed on the personal credit score versus that of the business score. Now, this can be a really good thing for new businesses or companies which don't have a long and established credit history. The last thing that we want to leave you on is how you can check your business credit scores. The first way is to go over to nav.com and sign up for either the Business Boost or the Business Loan Builder plan. Each plan will provide you with your D&B Paydex, your Experian Telescore, as well as your Equifax business report. However, the Business Loan Builder will also provide you with your FICO Small Business Scoring Service. For $39.99 a month, D&B also offers a credit monitoring service which you can monitor your business credit 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Now, Experian also offers many different paid options for you to monitor your business credit. The two services that we're going to recommend are going to be their Credit Score Report for $39.95 a month or their Business Credit Advantage for $189 a year. Now, this gives you unlimited reports. You can pull it once a day, twice a day, 20 times a day. Doesn't matter. Now, currently at the time of this recording, Equifax doesn't have a credit monitoring service, but there is one coming soon. Now, we hope that you've enjoyed our video, and if you found any value, please feel free to give us a like, and if you have any questions or you just want to say hi, then leave that below.